Hi guys, it's Mel. I want to do a video today based on a topic that I did a video on once before. So I got another one of my fitness journals because I am a certified personal trainer, and I did a video on this before because I was very discouraged by the information I was finding in my fitness journals and by the advertising that were in the journals. So I got a new journal that does say it's about nutrition and in fitness. So when I saw that, I pretty much did like a whole face roll. I didn't even roll my eyes. I basically just like, oh geez, what could they possibly be telling me this time? Eat more protein, eat less carbs. So I kind of didn't look at it for a while, and when I finally did, I was kind of excited. Um, Short-lived. But the funny thing is that when I went and I read it, there was actually some information about veganism, vegetarianism, or what I like to simply call plant-based nutrition or plant-based diet. So really focusing more on whole foods, fruits and vegetables, and whole grains as the mainstay of your diet and less on animal-based products. And there is also another piece in this article about the protein hype and the protein myth. So I was really excited. I read these articles and I went to my husband. I'm like, look at, they finally have some good information in here. And I was excited, but it was short-lived. But I do want to read you some of the information that they put in here. So here's a couple blips. And then I'm going to show you why the excitement wore off relatively quickly. So this is right out of my fitness journal that I get. That a whole food plant-based diet is the most health-promoting diet. So whole foods, meaning not prepackaged, nothing that, has 100% of this, 100% of that. Buy me because I have all the nutrients that you need. But whole foods like whole apple, spinach, carrots, zucchini. The research shows that our animal-focused dietary approach is behind all of our most degenerative diseases. There's a myth that plant foods don't contain all of the proteins we need. This is a huge myth. So I talk to people all the time, and the first, whenever I say I don't really eat animal products and I'm really focusing on plant-based foods, they always ask me, where do I get my protein from? I even have doctors ask me about where do I get my protein from. It's not complete, and there's no way that you can be healthy on a whole foods plant-based diet. But right here it says the myth that plant foods don't contain all protein we need. It's a myth. They all are complete proteins. They just contain the essential amino acids in lesser amounts. So there's lesser amounts of them, but they are complete. Anyways, we tend to eat 2 to 3 times the amount of protein our bodies can actually use. So what it's saying is, even though there's not as much protein, it's complete in and of itself. There's protein in everything we eat, and it's complete in and of itself. It's just not as high of an amount as there is in animal-based proteins, which we already consume 2 to 3 times more than our body can even use or handle. And when we consume more protein than our bodies need, it causes inflammation. It causes disease. It makes us sick. It causes acidic environment in our bodies that our bodies need to alkalize. And a lot of times they do that by pulling calcium from the bones, which causes osteoporosis. Hence, milk does not help with osteoporosis because it is acid-forming proteins in it that actually pull calcium from the bones. It's basically a lie. The Dairy Council, the dairy industry, they put out a lot of lies, and they get sued, and then they pay off their fines, and then they put out a new lie. And their new lie is pretty much got protein, so they're jumping on the bandwagon. So we'd actually benefit a couple different ways by reducing the animal-based protein in our diet. Another part, the protein craze. Protein on food labels offer a health halo effect that sells products. Protein is being touted mainly as a fat burner and weight loss bullet. So basically, it's the new low-fat diet. It's just everything says protein, and then you hear, oh, it has protein. It has 15 grams of protein. It has 10 grams of protein. It has a lot of protein. Doesn't mean it's healthy, and you don't need the protein. It goes on to saying that we definitely eat more protein than our bodies can handle. The ramifications are that we tax our organs, our livers, and our kidneys. So it is dangerous. It is counterintuitive if you want to be healthy to try to consume more protein when we are all consuming 2 to 3 times more protein than our bodies can use already. So you don't need to try to get more protein. Breakfast bars, and all these other prepackaged foods that market protein are not necessary, and they're very unhealthy. It is processed food. You should be eating a whole foods plant-based diet. So it's basically a craze. It's used to sell more products. And products, not just food products. It's used to sell books. It's used to sell TV shows, talking about, oh, here's the new high protein this, and eat this way and that way. People are tuning in. They want to see what is the new way for me to lose weight. It's everywhere, and it's really sad. So here they are touting the benefits of fruits and vegetables, telling you that protein is not all it's cracked up to be, and you don't need any more. You actually don't need to be consuming anywhere near as much as you want to. So I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. Until I turn the page, and the next article in here is how to help clients beat belly fat. And one of their concluding sentences in here is, increasing protein intake also decreases the potential for weight regain. Higher protein, along with a lower carbohydrate diet, has a favorable impact on belly fat as well. So basically saying, eat more protein. After they just gave you all this information about how we consume too much protein, it's not healthy to consume that much protein. You should be consuming more fruits and vegetables to have a healthy diet. But it doesn't say in here that this is a healthy way to do things. It just says this is a good way to lose belly fat. Eat more protein. I think we're losing the big picture here. We need to stop focusing on the belly fat. We need to stop focusing on the butt fat. We need to start focusing on what is healthy. If you start consuming healthy, whole foods, not prepackaged things that say more protein. And I'm sorry, but yogurt and ice cream and cheese and Greek yogurt, these are processed foods. These do not come from nature. These are processed, they're heated up, they're denatured, things are added to them, not only nutrients that we need, but also hormones and antibiotics and disease. It's processed. So we need to get away from processed foods, and we need to eat more whole food, plant-based things to actually be healthy and stop worrying about the belly fat. It will come if you find a healthy lifestyle. With a healthy lifestyle, you find healthier genes. And then I turn the page again, fantastically enough, the way I was talking about before with marketing. This is for whey protein, and it's telling you how you can get protein at every single meal. So it's telling you put it into a smoothie for breakfast. For lunch, you should sneak it into your vegetable soup. So we have tomato soup here. Put 2 teaspoons of whey protein. Because we're not getting enough protein, we need to now get prepackaged pure protein and shove it into our fruits and vegetables. So we have a fruit smoothie with Greek yogurt. Oh, so it's already very high in protein. You need to add 3 tablespoons of protein. And then 2 tablespoons of protein in some vegetable soup. Oh, and here we have carrots. But don't just have regular dip. You should put protein into the dip that you're dipping the carrots in. Oh, and then here we have some whole wheat pasta with tomato sauce, whole grains, and tomato sauce, which is a fruit. But then you should put 3 more tablespoons of whey protein into it. Whey protein is an animal protein. And you know whose advertisement this is from? National Dairy Council. Okay, National Dairy Council is not here to inform you about being healthy. They're here to sell more dairy products. And whey protein is an animal protein that they're trying to sell you. They're not trying to make you healthier. They're trying to sell you, they're telling you to put it into a dip when you're eating carrots, into your soup. Really? They tell you eat Greek yogurt smoothie, so they already got you there with the Greek yogurt, but then they're telling you to put more protein in it. Okay, I just read an article about how we're getting too much protein. And this is why, because it is told to us through all the marketing, through magazines, articles, advertising, TV, on the news. Even the news is trying to sell you the news. They want you to tune in, and everyone is so excited about protein that if they talk about the new information, the new research, which isn't new at all, they know you're going to tune in and they're going to be able to sell more advertising. Okay, it's all about ratings. Don't get duped. This drives me nuts. It's just frustrating. If you change your lifestyle, you change your genes and you change your outcomes. You need to be proactive. And eating more animal-based products to get more protein, eating more processed foods that advertise more protein is not going to get you there. And please read the China study by T. Colin Campbell. It goes through everything. He's a researcher of 50 years in the nutritional research field, and he explains it very easily. It's been out there forever, but people aren't going to make money off of that information, so it doesn't get out. You can also read the book Whole by T. Colin Campbell, and it kind of explains why we're so confused. Here, this is why we're so confused. This is why I had an epiphany a year and a half ago, because I was reading crap like this saying, what is happening? This makes no sense. How can you on one page tell me this is bad, on another page tell me something completely different? You are killing me. You're driving me nuts. I never like to talk about nutrition because I was so confused. I'm not confused anymore. Now I'm just pissed off. So please do yourself a favor and do some research. What is healthy for you? Stop thinking about weight loss and diet crazes. If you eat what's healthy for you, natural, whole, non-fake, processed foods coming from the earth, you'll be healthy and your weight will figure out itself. All right? I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about this. This is the one thing that's gotten me back into the game of nutrition, is because I'm finally figuring out and deciphering all the BS. And I want you to do it also. And I will talk to you very soon. Have a great day, guys.